Laura Benanti, the Tony-nominated Broadway darling turned screen siren, has always brought a touch of theatrical flair to her performances, blending vulnerability with razor-sharp wit. From her breakout as Gypsy Rose Lee in the 2008 revival of Gypsy to her recurring role as Mrs. Astor in HBO's The Gilded Age, Benanti has mastered the art of inhabiting complex women who navigate power's precarious edges. But in her latest venture, Season 4 of Paramount Plus' gritty crime drama Mayor of Kingstown, she confronts a visceral challenge that strips away the glamour: fake blood. At 46, Benanti steps into the boots of Cindy Stevens, a no-nonsense correctional officer whose days are defined by the clang of cell doors and the stain of simulated gore. What emerges from behind-the-scenes revelations is not just a testament to her commitment but a quirky, deeply human coping mechanism that highlights the raw realities of on-set immersion. Mayor of Kingstown, created by Taylor Sheridan and Hugh Dillon, is a masterclass in tension, set against the decaying industrial backdrop of a Michigan prison town where corruption festers like an open wound. The series, starring Jeremy Renner as the fixer Mike McCluskey, explores themes of systemic injustice, racial divides, and the moral compromises of those sworn to uphold order. Benanti's Cindy arrives as a fresh dynamic, a tough-as-nails guard whose empathy clashes with the job's brutality. Her episodes feature wild scenes, high-stakes riots, interrogations gone awry, and aftermaths drenched in crimson corn syrup, that demand physical and emotional endurance. It's a far cry from the corseted elegance of the Gilded Age, thrusting Benanti into fluorescent-lit hellscapes where vanity is the first casualty. In a candid chat with People magazine, Dillon, the 62-year-old Canadian powerhouse who co-writes and stars as the volatile detective Ian McCluskey, spilled the beans on Benanti's unique aversion. "Laura doesn't like blood," he shared with a chuckle, his gravelly timbre betraying affection for his co-star. "And so, sometimes we've got to get alcohol swabs and put them under her nose." It's a simple hack, evoking old-school theater tricks where actors battle nausea with menthol rubs during gore-heavy productions like Sweeney Todd. But on Mayor, where practical effects reign supreme, gallons of methylcellulose-based blood pumped through squibs and squelched underfoot, the measure underscores Benanti's sensory sensitivity. Even faux, the stuff triggers her, the metallic tang engineered by prop masters, the sticky residue that clings like guilt. Dillon noted that despite its artificiality, Benanti still had a reaction to it, her professionalism shining through gritted teeth and subtle inhalations of isopropyl relief. This quirk isn't mere diva behavior, it's a window into Benanti's craft. Trained at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, she's no stranger to discomfort. Think belting Sondheim anthems with a 102-degree fever or contorting through She Loves Me's dance numbers on sprained ankles. But blood taps a primal nerve, perhaps rooted in childhood squeamishness or the psychological weight of portraying trauma. In Mayor, Cindy's arcs involve witnessing inmate beatings and navigating cover-ups, mirroring real-world correctional horrors documented in reports from the ACLU on prison violence. Benanti's Swabs become a meta-commentary. Just as her character compartmentalizes brutality to survive, the actress uses olfactory barriers to stay present. Dillon's anecdote humanizes the process, reminding us that behind the binge-worthy drama, actors are flesh and blood mortals wrestling with props as potent as plotlines. Benanti herself leaned into this unvarnished authenticity during the People interview, confessing the role required her to put all vanity aside. Gone were the subtle contouring and lash extensions of her period piece gigs. Instead, she embraced a regimen of stark realism. "I wasn't allowed to wear any makeup," she revealed, her voice a mix of liberation and lament. "My hair is like always slicked back. There's no lighting, it's just overhead fluorescent lighting, sometimes underneath fluorescent lighting. Picture the scene. Benanti, under harsh prison fluorescents that wash out complexions and amplify every pore, embodying a woman whose beauty is battle-worn. It's a deliberate aesthetic choice by director Guy Ferland, who favors naturalism to underscore the dehumanizing grind of incarceration. No soft-focus lenses or wardrobe magic. Just Benanti, raw and resolute, her features etched with the exhaustion of endless shifts. "In a way that was freeing," she quipped, her humor a shield against self-consciousness. "Because I think as an actor we're probably always a little self-conscious about what we look like. And this was like, I know I look like a hag and I'm just gonna keep going." The self-deprecating jab lands with the precision of a veteran comedian, echoing her stand-up specials where she skewers industry beauty standards. It's a philosophy honed over years, from the Late Late Show sketches lampooning diva tropes to her 2020 memoir The Gilded Age essays on aging gracefully in youth-obsessed Hollywood. On Mayor, this mindset translates to fearless physicality, diving into scuffles, smearing blood across her uniform without a flinch, post-swab of course. Critics who've screened early episodes praise her as a revelation, her Cindy a powder keg of suppressed fury that detonates in monologues about justice's elusiveness. The production's blood-soaked ethos stems from Sheridan's signature style. Think Yellowstone's ranch brawls or 1883's pioneer perils, where effects are as tactile as the themes. The show's props department, led by veteran Carol Kibbe, brews batches in industrial vats, tweaking viscosity for slow-motion drips or high-velocity sprays. Benanti's reaction adds levity to the intensity. Dillon recalled a take where mid-scene she quipped, "If this were real, I'd be passing out, hand me that swab." Such moments foster camaraderie on a set known for its grueling 14-hour days in Calgary's chilly warehouses doubling as lockups. Renner, sidelined by his 2023 snowplow accident, has lauded Benanti's energy as a shot in the arm, while co-star Diane Wiest mentors her through the emotional toll. Beyond the gore, Benanti's mayor tenure spotlights her range. Cindy isn't a damsel or dragon, she's a flawed every person torn between duty and doubt, her arc intersecting with subplots on opioid epidemics and guard unions. Benanti drew from research, shadowing real COs via the New York Correction Officers Association. Pouring over Orange is the New Black oral histories, to infuse authenticity. Her swabs, then, are but one tool in a kit that includes vocal warm-ups to steel against screams and visualization exercises to channel Cindy's rage without burnout. It's this holistic approach that elevates the series, turning procedural thrills into poignant portraiture.